everyone, welcome to the Age of Listening channel. Today we are going to look at whites and greys in the tarot deck. And so I've put a few out so that you can, well, put most of them out so you can see, because nothing was left to chance. Everything is symbolic, and there's 5 different levels of secrets within the Rider-Waite and Smith tarot deck, because they were from the Order of the Golden Dawn, which is an offshoot of and part of the Freemasons. Now, just a bit of housekeeping. I don't have any adverts on here at all, so a thumbs up or just put a heart or an emoticon, anything. I think I said that wrong. Emoji in the comment section, and it helps my channel to grow. Now, for newcomers on here, just to say, I investigate what the secret societies have hidden within our decks, monuments. I'm interested in all of it. Films that they put it in. They can't help themselves. They are, the higher up they get in Freemasonry, the more interested they are in symbols. So you'll find it everywhere. They do it to taunt us. They do it to take the mick. They do it to for karma reasons. There's lots of reasons, and it's in lots of places, and I'm fascinated by the subject. Do I believe? Am I a card-carrying Satanist? No. But I do find it very interesting. Now, that all being said, I also do readings that you'll see on here, and some of you might have come on here because you saw my financial readings, and I do those. So just if you like the title, then obviously you're going to click, and if you don't. But I just want you to know there was a balance between doing readings and also doing investigations. Okay, so that's that. So we're looking at white and greys here, and why did Smith, who illustrated this deck, what was she saying? After quite a lot of going backwards and forwards over this subject, white is almost an emotionless blank slate colour. Now, why do I say that? Well, we know that with the yin and yang, that you've got, in the death card, you've got the black and the white, you put them together, what have you got? Complete balance. I get that. I don't disagree at all. But what I'm saying to you is that the white that she's put in is emotionless. It's an emotionless state. White means healing, protection, peace, purity, innocence, and almost a childlike innocence. That's blank slate. Do you see where I'm going? And sometimes people denote it to be faith, but yeah, the faith and purity I kind of have issues with. So for instance, with the Hierophant, not my favourite card, 5 meaning in numerology conflict, control, instability and chaos. White in the background here is almost denoting what will be. It's almost a karmic colour. It's saying it's a factual. This is a factual card. Don't put any emotion to it. Don't put any, frivolous meanings into it. It is a fact. That's what keeps coming through, because I have to look at these are all the white cards, all of them here, and I see fact. So for instance, when you've got the King of Cups, this is a man like the the film, another hugely symbolic film of so here we have what's it called now, the prison Azkaban, the prison of Azkaban. He sits in the middle of the ocean on a grey throne, unperturbed by absolutely any emotion whatsoever. He holds a cup, which is immensely huge, by the way, and he sits there in his power, and he's not about to react. You can poke him all you want, and he's not going to react. Where with the Queen, she's not quite made it into the ocean. She kind of sits on the shoreline because, you know, she will burst into tears if she has the need to, but he won't, and he sits there like King Solomon, mulling things over. He's very grounded, and so anyway, so you've got very factual there. There's not a lot of emotion in the background, and the same with the grey, because we're grey-white. Here is the twos have got a really bad rap in the Rider-Waite-Smith, because twos are about being given a choice as if it's a positive thing. And so here we've got three buds, three meaning there's incredible creativity and growth ready for him. He's wearing brown, so there's loads and loads of groundedness in him, and he's been given a choice to go and move forward and you know, kind of manifest whatever it is he wants. And so it's a factual card, there being a white background. You're being given a choice. It's a beautiful positive card, rather than shall I stay or shall I go. And yes, the Rider-Waite-Smith followers will say it's a shall I wait, shall I stay or shall I go card, and you can obviously read it like that as well. I mean, you know, but it's not shall I stay, shall I do something good or shall I not. You're being given an empowered choice of two different things, which is amazing. You know, you've got two boyfriends, or two girlfriends, you know, which one do I choose? Instead of feeling, you know, not empowered, feel empowered. That's great. You've got a choice. A choice is freedom. Lack of freedom means you've got no choices. Remember that. So here we have the five. This is a man who's lost control. You have two cups which have spilt red. You know, red being, you know, passion, love, self-confidence. He's lost control. Why do I know that? Because usually with the brown, he's grounded, but he's got an indigo, which is mysteries and strength, emotion and compassion. There's deepness here, and he's lost control. This is what this card is stating. He's lost control of his emotions. And he needs to realise with the two of balance and choice and partnerships, probably, he can get that back. But he needs to sometimes lose control in order to realise that, okay, this is what you did. White background. This is what you did. This is the consequences. It's a factual. So pick them up. The whole point of this controlled conflict, instability and chaos situation is that you learn to have self-control. Learn to have self-control. Another factual card is the aces. All of the aces are white backgrounds. In the Garden of Eden here, our maker here gives resources to the humans to go out and prosper. And there's a faint glimmer of blue here. But one that stands out is the Ace of Swords, because through the tribulations and the trials of the mountains that humans will go through, you are being given a sword, and with the grey background, you're almost being warned, be neutral. Come from a place of, uncaring, but calm, a solid strength and position. Look, when you're given this card, you're being asked, be neutral. Be neutral. And the cloud is very grey. But, so when you see white, there's no emotion in this. You know, people look at this and they're emotionally drawn to the figures, and, you know, one door opens, one door closes. But again here, you've got the black and white of balance. And the grey sky is promoting that duality of being balanced but being neutral, and coming from a place of strength. So I don't tend to look at the figures underneath, not too much, because they're put there to bring out an emotional response. But actually, you know, he's wearing sort of a, it's in between, it's like violet. It's a violet colour of a saddle, which is one of spirituality and spiritual development. You know, the best card you can receive is a death card. Well, one of them. Because as one door closes, another one opens. Just to let you know, though, what I find was funny, you've got the skull and crossbones on, can you see it, on his, I'm not a rider, reins. I think that's reins, that's the word I'm grasping for. So, you know, anyway, I hope you found that interesting. So whenever you get any of these white cards, you've got to say to yourself, there's an air here of that I'm supposed to approach these particular cards with no emotions. Particularly this one. This has got nothing to do with the heart. This is the upside down, reverse meaning. They've put it as the upright. It's not the case. You know, threes are always about growth, creativity, with the swords, clashing swords of conversation. You know, we look at the Three of Cups or the Three of Pentacles, and it's like, ooh, creativity, collaboration. And yet we look at the swords and we go, oh, yeah, there's lovers, there's a three-way. Well, sometimes it can be, and it's okay to look at that and kind of go, yeah, it might be. But actually, the threes are all about groups and collaboration. It's a very positive card. And we need to look at it kind of, I'm just trying to find it now for the Three of Pentacles. Because there's grey in that as well. Oh, come on, Rachel, find it. Here you go. So lots of grey, lots and lots of grey here. So here, be neutral. There's discussions to be had, ideas to be made. Imagine that heart wasn't there. Just for a second, imagine that heart wasn't there. Wow, you've got that. You've got this, you know, coming together of like minds. You've got ideas being bashed backwards and forwards. Quite thrilling, really. You know, here it's kind of working together, pulling resources together. Why not the mind? Why does it have to always be a negative with them? So anyway, hopefully, you know, you may understand that. Oh, lastly, just to say this one. So with the Hangman, we've got Violet just beginning to creep in. It's a white card, though. This is a factual card. Here we have this peaceful looking man with yes, it's a very white, it is a factual card. There's no emotion there. But with the Violet, it is all about spirituality and spiritual power, spiritual development. And just beautiful. So hopefully you'll look at the white backgrounds slightly differently from now on. And whatever colour creeps in, then you know that, okay, so with the blues, we can see it creeping in. You know, there's a certain element of emotion there. And where you have wands, you can have blues, quite a bit of blues, guys, because emotions run high when you're fueled with wand energy. You know, it promotes that get up and go, a little bit of emotion. And the blue kind of comes in here a bit, although it's a bluey grey. It's not quite a blue, it's sort of a bluey grey. But we need that little bit of emotion sometimes to get into that work ethic, to get into that place of, oh, what I put in, I get out. So anyway, hopefully it just makes you understand that, you know, when you're a child, you see everything black and white. You want to believe everything is factual. If Mummy says Father Christmas exists, then Father Christmas exists. And that is the energy of the white, that pure innocence of factuality. Okay, I think that is all I'm going to say on that.